Hi everyone.
Hi guys.
How's everyone doing?
What's poppin'?
We hope you guys are well. We hope you guys are good. It's been a while, isn't it?
Yeah, it feels like we've not seen you face to face. It's been a minute, but we are back. So welcome back to our channel, Ope Ayo and Ayo Bami. That's Ope and Ayo.
Team Ope and Ayo.
Team Ope and Ayo.
So,
if you're here for the first time, we say welcome back for the first time as well.
Hello. What?
Hola.
Welcome back for the first time.
Yeah, back for the first time. You don't get it.
I can't get it.
It's a metaphor.
I can't. I don't understand grammar.
It's because you're not a poet.
I don't understand grammar. I understand grandma. Yeah.
We're glad you're back to our channel.
Yeah.
The reason why you're back is because obviously after the last video you enjoyed it and you want to watch some more, isn't it? So
hopefully
we're glad you.
Hopefully you're not back to laugh at us and say, look at them.
Okay, so today what do we have?
Today we have a bit of a conversation, you know.
Yes.
We just want to.
So it's not a discussion.
No, we want to discuss. We want to talk. We want to.
Yeah. We want to yarn.
We want to yarn.
Do you understand?
We want to talk true.
We want to. Yeah, we just want to talk. And basically, so what we're going to be talking about today is what's the topic?
Background check.
Background check, AKA.
You don't want to know what this AKA. But it's background check. Cause
background check, aka.
No, because some people might say it's snooping, but like we'll talk about it in our discussion.
Okay.
Anyway.
So it's background check for potential boo, or background check
for potential bae.
For potential bae.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, and what that means is it is very important, okay, to have these background checks. And so we're having a discussion, and some of these things came from. Why did we even say we wanted to?
We started talking about it because of the snooping video.
Okay, so we done the snooping video, which was the phone snooping.
The link will be in the bio.
Yeah.
We had a couple of questions and a couple of comments from that.
Yeah.
You know, kind of excusing or justifying snooping.
Phone snooping. Yeah.
So we thought, maybe there's ways
There's
around
more to it. It's not even maybe there's ways around it. There's actually ways around it, which is what we're going to explain.
Yep.
Now, so whilst we said, do not snoop, it's not good. The phone is private, okay? It's their property. You don't need to check their phone. However, that's not stopping you from doing your background checks.
Background checks.
Okay? And also, we now realize that when we're talking, we realize that this is actually the reason for a lot of heartbreaks and a lot of failed relationships. Because
this can be a contributory
factor. So it's not necessarily the sole reason why.
But it's one of the reasons.
Yeah.
Because basically, when you get a new job, I don't know about anywhere else, but in the UK, they check you up, so they do references. So it's possible for you to get a job on paper. Congratulations, you've got the job.
Yeah.
Subject to referencing.
Yeah, subject to reference and background checks. That's what they tell you. And basically what that means is they've offered you the job. However, they're going to do some background checks. The background checks is they want to check if you've got any criminal records. They want to check if you've ever been bankrupt. They want to check if you've ever had bad credit. A lot of other things.
Those are the basic ones.
Yeah.
Some of them even go and do the same for your family. Some jobs require them to even check your family, your family history.
So if the organizations can do that, how much more we? Obviously, you want to go into marriage. You want to go into a new relationship.
A long-term contract, not a contract, you can't call marriage a contract, but you want to go into a long-term relationship. So there's no escape. So you need to make sure your references are
so you need to do your background checks.
Your due diligence.
Yeah. So that's what we're going to be talking about. I think we've already explained what background check is. I like the explanation. I like what you said about when you're going for work, innit?
I do try.
So you're going for work. Anyway, so we explained that. So that's the background check. Now, we did background checks.
To an extent.
What do you mean to an extent?
We did background checks to an extent.
I did a full background check on you.
How can you do a background check that for someone that doesn't have nothing to check about? But I did a full background check on that. Trust me. The list was endless.
Wait, what do you mean by you didn't have anything to check?
Isn't
background check? Wait, the background check does not mean that that you have skeletons in your closet that you're trying to cover, and then somebody has to do a background check.
But that's what sometimes it has to be. Sometimes you'd be, oh, go and find out from this person. Oh, I cannot talk to you, go and find out from that person. That's how deep some people's background
Okay,
check.
fair enough. That's because obviously some people try to conceal stuff, not necessarily because they want to hide stuff from you or they want to hide the truth.
Why
but
else would they conceal?
no, sometimes they just feel, I don't want to tell them this fact about me just yet.
Okay, so 5 years into marriage, you know?
No! But anyways, okay, that's why we're having this conversation. So it is very important to do those background checks. So I'm going to give my example, okay, of the background checks I've done. Now, as some of you may be aware, if you're new, you're not aware. But I grew up in Nigeria and she grew up here, okay? Now it was very
I'm a British fan. Yeah.
British that doesn't even have...
Niger to the core.
She's British, but she doesn't even have an accent.
What?
Are you actually British?
Come on, like you have to know how to go in and out, okay?
Let's finish what we're saying.
Okay,
so
finish it.
Now, I had to find a way because I needed to know more about her. So obviously, she appeared to be this angel. Do you understand?
Stop. I not appeared to be an angel.
Not appeared. No, she appeared to be this.
And don't say appeared like I'm some kind of marine water spirit.
No.
She appeared.
Okay. I met her and I thought she was almost too good to be true. Like she ticked all the boxes. If you remember the video of the how I knew I had found the one. She ticked most of the boxes for me, and I'm like, there must be some other things. But instead of going to look at her phone, I started doing my background checks. What was I doing for my background checks? I started asking people about her. Now, let me shock you. The person that got to know about her, was a friend of mine who was in America. The friend of mine in America had another friend, okay, who knew her from uni. So that's why I started soaking all GGs. I was calling him. My friend was wondering, well, I was speaking to my friend more often. Do you understand? I was speaking to that guy. Obviously, he was American. He was burning a lot of my credit. But I was speaking to the guy, and the guy was like, man, you really love this girl. I'm just trying to find out more information. Do you understand? So I was actually now telling her stuff about herself that she did not know.
Yeah, it was a bit freaky, like talking to me about, oh, who's this guy? Or
yeah, so I was trying to find out about her past, who she's dated, you know, what she likes to do.
Even down to who I liked.
No.
Like, that's how deep it was. Who I liked, like who I thought was good looking. I was like, how do you know about that person?
Not necessarily, but what I was trying to find out was what are, you know, her likes, her dislikes, her bad habits. Do you understand? Things that I didn't know. At that time, maybe she might have been a smoker, she might have been a heavy drinker, she might have been an alcoholic before. Do you understand? She might have changed, but however, I wanted to find out stuff, okay? Because when you find out those things, then you can make an informed decision about whether you want to move forward from that.
Not.
Okay, so it was.
But that can be dangerous as well. We'll get back to that.
Okay.
We'll get back to that. That could be dangerous because you could make an informed decision on what people have told you. And what people have told you might not necessarily be the truth.
Very good, very good. So now, when you get that information, it is now your responsibility to dissect, to analyze, okay? To pick out the truth, to pick out the facts, okay? You have that information. Now, based on that, and I had so much information. I had quite a lot of information. But what did I do with the information? I took the information and then I started to observe.
And question me about it. The thing about Ayo, his character is very upfront. Like, if he knows something about you, he has to ask you about it. He can't, like, lie to you about it. So he was like, who's this? Like, it was just a random, imagine us having a conversation. He was like, who's this? And I was like, oh, right. Hello. What happened here? So he was very upfront about it. That, well, I found out this. It wasn't anything bad, but I was just shocked at how trivial the information was, but he knew about it.
And what that means, like, if we can just pick out one lesson from that one, that just means that no matter how secretive, no matter the person's location, whether they're in Afghanistan, do you understand?
Syria.
Or they're in Syria, there's always somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody.
That's the thing.
And you would always get information.
That's the age that we live in.
Do you understand?
There's always somebody that knows, especially when you're within the same culture.
Yeah.
It makes things, like, not easier, but there's always that sort of link.
But even if you're not even in the same culture, you understand? Anyways, I don't know, do you want to talk about, did you do any background?
Well, the background check is still going on. It's still going on. We are still learning new things every day. But yeah, I did background check on Ayo. The thing is, anyway, for those of you who knew Ayo beforehand, you'll know that Ayo was a very, should I say you were well known?
Anything you like, say.
Okay, anyway, so lucky for Ayo, is it lucky or unlucky? I had people that were very close to me that knew him. So they were, my family members knew Ayo, my cousins. So whatever they said really stuck in my heart.
Yeah.
So, you know, when I found out a few things about you, like, yeah, a few things.
So she found out a few things about my past, isn't it? And what were you? So you were kind of skeptical. You were wondering.
I was very skeptical because I was like, can I go on with this? Can I handle this kind of person? Yeah. It was a bit, I'll confess, it was a bit worrying for me because, it was a bit very worrying for me. Yeah. But and then also because I knew people that knew Ayo's brothers as well. So I was like, I kind of, this family, I kind of know them in a distance, and it was so weird because it was like, they're close to me as well. The people that I knew are close. The people that knew them were very close to me. But with that information, again, that's what I said, take it with a pinch of salt. Yeah. So I took, and then I think I observed a lot more. I was trying to. You definitely had to observe. Yeah.
So she knew she wanted to be with me, and there were no shockers. Do you understand?
I already knew his bad behavior.
So she had found out about my past, she had found out about my bad behavior, she had found out about my good side as well. She had found out a lot of things from both myself and from people that knew me. Do you understand?
I think we had that very awkward conversation quite early on. Yeah. On both sides. I think we had that very awkward conversation quite early.
That's because I think we were moving quite quickly. Things were moving very quickly with us, do you understand? And we wanted to know, I wanted to know, do you understand, who I was falling in love with. Not even falling in love, who I had double leg, do you understand? I was fully flat for her. So I wanted to know that this babe has already won my heart. Let me not go and marry one Ashawo. You understand? Sorry, just a joke. But let me not go and marry somebody that is not really a wife material. Because that was my greatest fear. But anyways, thank God, I did my due diligence. And obviously I spoke to her and I asked her about stuff. Do you understand? And we found out the truth. Because what you realize is, it shocks me. Okay? It shocks me, and I'm a bit baffled when someone is saying, oh, they've been dating one guy for 2 years, and then they find out that the guy is married. Yeah. So how can you be dating someone,
that means you don't know him,
for 2 years and you did not realize he was married? I just cannot understand that. So it's either you knew he was married and you're lying, do you understand, that you did not realize, or you saw the signs but you chose to ignore them.
You didn't want to accept them.
Do you understand? Because if you've done your background check, there's no way you would find out when someone has a girlfriend.
Yeah, definitely.
Let alone even marriage. You will find out that this guy is dating someone.
Family members.
Yeah.
Friends. Social circles, friends. Yeah. You've got to know that person's friends, man. You have to.
And let me tell you something about this whole friend stuff. Because what I've realized, especially with ladies, girls, they like holding their bae. So say you're a girl now, you meet a new guy.
I am a girl.
Okay, sorry. Okay, a new girl, do you understand? Mrs. Jennifer. So Mrs. Jennifer meets, not Mrs., Miss Jennifer, she meets this new handsome looking guy called Jonathan, okay? Now, Jennifer meets Jonathan and does not want to let the rest of her friends or clique who are known by Mary and Cecilia. So Jennifer does not want to tell Mary and Cecilia that I've met this new guy.
Meanwhile, Mary and Cecilia are her best friends.
Thank you.
They're her good friends.
So they are friends, but she doesn't want to tell them that I've met a new guy that I'm speaking to, that I'm falling in love with, because I don't know, for some reason they feel like, oh, maybe these guys are going to get jealous, or these guys are going to want to steal my bae. So a lot of girls are now holding their bae. And because you're holding your bae, you're not going to get the information you need to know about the new babe.
But at the same time, you need to protect your interests. It's very difficult. It's a very difficult balance to get to.
Fair enough.
You need to protect your interests.
Obviously, you're not going to carry your babe's picture all over the university, for example. You're going to go and carry and say, hey,
this is my babe. Everybody, this is my babe. Please, let it be known, this is my babe.
So you're not going to do that. However, by the time you tell one or two people, that's the guy I want to date, or that's the guy I'm dating now, I don't know, have you heard anything? They'll tell you, this is his history. Do you understand? And that's another thing. By the time you know someone's history, do you understand? What's their routine like? Oh, this guy's history is that he's always with girls for only 1 month. And he switches girls like he switches clothes.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Changes girls like clothes.
Yeah.
So obviously, immediately, your antenna would come up that, signal. That's something to note. You start to observe and watch this guy.
So you two shouldn't be quick to fall in love, because after 1 month, he can change you.
Exactly. So then obviously you have social media.
Yeah.
Do you understand? And now go on, speak.
Social media, I think social media, yes, it has its bad points. But yes, I do believe sometimes it has its good points, in the sense that you can actually check up on people. It's called preying. You can actually check up on people without them knowing.
Yeah.
You just don't go and like picture.
No.
Don't go and like picture that you're sneaking up on.
No.
Yeah, but yeah, so you can check up on them. You can check up on what they do. Whilst I know that, yeah, I accept social media can present a false.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it can give you a vague idea. And you can kind of piece everything together.
You can piece stuff together.
Yeah.
Now, guess what? Somebody's already saying in their mind now that, but this guy does not have a social media account. Most times, let me tell you, there's a social media account. Should I tell you most times? Let me even expose. Most times, some of these guys have 1, 2, or 3 social media accounts. And that's the same with the girls. Sorry, I'm exposing you. So some girls, they have 1, 2, 3 social media accounts. Do you understand? And they'll be deceiving you. And obviously, most times they made the social media accounts private as well. However, let me tell you how to go about preying the social media account when you're doing your due diligence. Do you understand? You have to put on your FBI hat on. Now,
it's not just any hat, so it's like a serious black hat, FBI.
Now, what you have to do is, if, for example, your guy or your girl is not on social media, or she claims she's not on social media, they have friends. Now, you need to become friends with the friends. Do you understand?
Need to.
There's a way. Do you understand? When you need something, you go and get
Where
it.
there's a will,
so I can
a way.
become friends with someone because I want to find out more information about someone.
Now I can go sneaky though.
It's sneaky, but you need to do this. Do you understand?
Sneak now, so you don't sneak in marriage.
That's it. It's the truth though. It's actually the truth. Do you understand? So I would go to your social media, do you understand, to check about your friend. So your friend doesn't have a social media. However, by the time I enter your social media, I see some pictures, I see some videos, I'll see some other friends, I'll see friends of friends.
Definitely.
And before you know it, you see one picture of this guy with some other girl that you've been suspecting that he was with. And that's how you know that, okay, so this guy that he claims, this girl that he claims is a friend is actually his girlfriend. You will see stuff, it's all over on social media. You will see that wedding video, you see that picture, and you know that this girl is actually married, or this guy is married.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
So that's just another
way.
Another way to go about your FBI.
FBI. Just talking about FBI, something that, you know, we did, which is, we're gonna just talk about something a bit more serious, is about medical checkup, medical background.
Yeah.
So we obviously, within the black community, we're very aware of sickle cell.
Yeah.
So that's something you have to be aware of. Like, you can't just be, if you know like your AS, you can't just be, you know, just going on in a relationship, happy-go-Larry. You have to think that this other person can't be AS, or else our children could potentially
There's a likelihood
have sickle cell.
Yeah.
So that's a question that you probably need to ask very on in the relationship, so that you don't, because obviously when you're in love with the person, it'll be mad difficult.
Yeah.
It'll be mad difficult.
Very early, that one, very early. As long as you know where you're going to and what you want, do you understand? Immediately. Anyways, I didn't have an issue because I am AA. So I didn't have an issue with anyone. So, but
I don't have an issue, but I am AS, but I don't have an issue. Thank you very much.
But she was asking me and she kept asking me, and I'm like, you want to see proof? I'm AA.
I had to see proof, because I was like, he's like pushing me off. He was like, I'm AA. Sorry, am I supposed to just take your word for it?
But I'm AA though.
No. Like,
anyway, so I gave her the proof that she wanted to see.
Yeah.
Because I think even her dad was even... Her dad called me one day. Your dad called me and we were talking about that. Oh, Shoti, Shay, you know, have you checked your genotype and your blood group and everything? I told him, oh, my blood group is this one. He said, that blood group is very good. That blood group, they don't fall sick. I said, yes, daddy, we don't fall sick. He said, okay, what about your genotype? I said, oh yeah, I've checked and I'm AA. He said, are you sure? Are you? I said, daddy, I'm AA. Anyways, just to make everything
it's very serious, because obviously,
it is very important.
If anyone knows anyone who's got sickle cell, it's not it's very painful.
Yeah.
It's very, very painful.
Yeah, so before you fall deeply in love and get heartbroken or get whatever, these are some of the background checks. These are some of the things that you need to do.
You need to check.
You actually need to do. So there's no point starting that relationship if you know that it's AS. Do you understand? There's no point starting it because you're gonna go halfway and you're gonna feel like, you know what, I cannot go on with this. I cannot
do it anymore.
Yeah.
And guys, don't be worried. You might think, oh, these background checks kind of thing is a bit like out there, it's a bit forward, it's a bit crazy. But in our culture, in Nigerian culture, this is what they do. African culture, even back in the day, like even from village times before civilization times, when you want to marry someone, you go and check their family. You go and check, does their family have this? Like, it was so deep that if there's someone that, you know, has a bit of skoin in your family, they will not marry you. Yeah. Because they'll say that trait of skoin runs through your family. Skoin is madness.
So this background check thing has been there before social media.
Yeah.
It's been there since the days of our forefathers.
I'm sure even our parents do it now. Anyone.
No, my parents did background check on you.
My parents also did background check on you. Okay?
No.
Okay.
You did serious background. Did you even hear my mom? You obviously, my brother knew somebody that knew you.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Do you understand? And obviously there's some background checks they do as well spiritually, on a spiritual level. Do you understand? Yeah. Maybe we should not even go there. So, background check is very important.
It's very important.
And now, because I think we touched on it, because most times, obviously, they say love is blind. They say love is blind.
That's what they say.
But love is only blind when you refuse to see.
Oh yeah, baby. Say it again.
Love is only blind when you refuse to see. Because I just cannot understand. Now you saw the signs. The signs were there in terms of why okay, you want to marry or you want to date someone who is divorced. What's the reason why they got divorced? Do you understand? These are things you want to find out. It's not enough to say, oh, it didn't work. So you want to find out about the last relationship. Why didn't it work? Do you understand? Maybe the guy was beating the girl. Maybe it was an abusive relationship. So when you have that information, then you can make a decision based on that information. Don't go with that blind love is blind thing and then go to a relationship and get heartbroken or go and suffer. Do you understand? Yeah. So you need to find out about these things. When you see the signs, okay, you need to watch.
Take note of them.
Take notes, write them down.
And take action.
Write the observations down. Do you understand? Write it down. And then based on those observations, like you said, you take actions.
Exactly.
And then after you take the actions, you make a decision.
Yeah.
And your decision is, do you want to be with them or not?
Simple.
So, we still maintain no phone checking.
No phone snooping.
No phone snooping.
Ope Ayo did not say phone snoop.
No phone snooping. Because phone snooping, the phone is private, okay? But social media is public.
Okay.
Go and do your background check.
Go and do your
I don't know if we have anything else to say.
No.
I think we've
nailed the point. We'd love to hear your comments.
So we'd love to hear your thoughts on this one. You know, background check, the importance of background check for potential bae, for potential husband, for potential wife. Right. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope with these few points of ours,
we have been able to, you know, put a little bit of conversation.
We've been able to convince you to go and start that background check. Do you understand? Yeah. Go and start it now.
Even if you're 5 years into the relationship.
Yeah, it's never better late than never.
True.
So start now before it's too late. Okay, we're gonna let you go now. Thank you once again for watching. Let me give the outro now.
Sorry, Emma. I'm sorry, guys.
You're too forward.
Sorry, guys. Didn't mean. Rewind. Start again. Go on. He says I'm not English. Go on. You start again. Go on.
You've even taken the flow. Anyways, guys, thank you. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Like, share, subscribe. If you're new to the channel, leave a comment, send us an email. Let's know that you've joined the family. And obviously, if you've got any private talk or anything private that you want to discuss with us, I think we've improved. We've been replying our emails quicker. So send us an email.
It's easier rather than DMs. Yeah, please.
Yeah, email, please. And let's have the conversation. Let's help each other. And God bless you.
See you guys.
See you in the next video. Bye.
Bye. Welcome back to our...
What's it doing, Mommy?
Let's just go. Check for the potential boo. Background check for the potential boo. Mickey, we're trying to make a video.
Sorry, you guys might hear in the background
hoping to go into marriage, and what she knew was that I was going to say something.
You've forgotten.
I was saying something and it just disappeared.
What? Into where? Where are you? Where?
Wait, let me remember.
Okay.
Okay, maybe I'll try and come back to it.
Okay.
I was having a discussion, or we're just talking actually.
We were just yanning.
And this is where how the oh God. Mickey now, please.
Mickey's
It's not
bedtime.
gonna allow me to concentrate.
No, Mickey's bedtime. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Let's go upstairs.
Should I pause?
Ope Ayo, yeah me, ojoojúmọ́ ni